This young man from Mississippi is named John Ronald Reed, and he's one of the greatest musicians and composers that you've never heard of. Throughout the 1920s and 30s, this young man had a really big buzz through Alabama and Mississippi and other parts of the South about his piano playing and songwriting ability. And he had bigger aspirations, so he went out to California with his brother to try to strike it big playing piano. The problem was there wasn't that many black clubs in California at that time, so he couldn't really create the buzz that he did in the South. So he changed his name to Juan and began to play in Mexican clubs. Now, he would spend the next few years trying to recreate this buzz that he had down in the South under the name Juan, playing through Mexican clubs. And it didn't really quite happen for him the way he wanted to. As well, at this time, he also met his wife, who just happened to be white. Now, during the 1950s, interracial marriage in California was illegal, so technically him and his wife being together was a crime. And he was still trying to figure out how to make it big and provide for his wife and growing family. That's when he figured out, if I catch on to a trend, I can ride that trend and make some money. What was trendy at that time? Things that were exotic from Asia. So he came up with a backstory, added a little makeup and a turban, and he became Carla Pendant, a musician, songwriter extraordinaire. And believe it or not, it took off. This man would spend the next 50 years as Carl Pendant, composing music and performing on TV shows and making friends with people like Bob Hope. People would not put together that Carla Penn was actually John Reed, a black man from Mississippi, until after his death at the age of 77, when his family decided they were going to try to get a story going so they could possibly do a movie deal, in which people like Carlos Santana and John Williams, the composer for Star Wars, said that this man was a big inspiration to them. And it happened. In 2015, the movie The Rise and Fall of Carla Pendant hit film festivals to pretty good reviews. If you get a chance to go watch the documentary on Carla Panda, I guarantee you won't be disappointed.